What's up, everyone? Welcome to the podcast, a show dedicated to talk about all the poggers things in life, like music, content creation, and video games. I am one of your co-hosts, JesseKazam.
And I am NPC number 7.
Upgrade.
At your service.
Nice.
Is it an upgrade? Was I?
You were 12 last week, so 7.
Oh, so you want to be NPC number 1.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes, yeah, makes sense.
You know, so I mean, this is a question because some games have systems where like tier 3 is higher than tier 2.
Yeah.
And in other games like Path of Exile, tier 1 is the highest tier.
Yeah.
So you always have to ask the question when you're looking at just something that's like,
for sure.
There's a thing, and it's tier 4. It's like, is that good?
How many tiers are there, and which side do I want to go to? Like, yeah.
And that's actually kind of why I think like tier 1 being the best makes the most sense.
Me too.
Because
I wonder if you're going to say.
Know...
I wonder if you're going to say. I agree. Why? Why is tier 1 the best?
Well, I was going to say because you could always logically deduce, like if you're tier 7, you know you're 6 tiers away from the best.
Yes.
If there's an infinite number of tiers, if there's some unknown number of tiers you don't know.
Yeah.
If tier 6 is out of 6 tiers or out of 600 tiers, right?
No, I agree. Tier 1 being the best makes the most sense to me because that's the end. If you tell me tier 10 is the best, I go, what's tier 11 look like? You know what I mean? It's just like the numbers go forever, but like 1.
You can always just add 1.
Exactly.
You know?
So it's like we have backed up to. It's like the tier list F through A. Like when did just like S become the best? And then S, everything was S tier. So now we needed S plus. And you go freaking watch some games now and it's like S plus 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 underline triple score because you can just always move it. You can just always make it better. But 1 is the end. If you're counting down, 1 is the end.
I vaguely recall seeing, I don't know if it was like a DDR or something, but someone scored a double B. And I don't know how to parse that. I don't know. There's something about that like my brain just goes.
That's like an extra medium shirt, and you're like, what?
Exactly, dude. An extra medium. It's like, is that
what
larger or is it like extra?
Now,
anyway.
From like a game development standpoint, it's often the other way. Something is like tier 0, like, hey, this isn't even done yet, but we're working on it. Tier 1, tier like. But I'm talking about if we're rating something, I think tier 1 makes the most sense to be the best. Anyways,
Class D license.
What's up, man? How you doing? Class.
I mean, I'm
license.
just chilling. I went to the fucking doctors yesterday.
Oh yeah.
They didn't stick me with any needles, but I'm now on the long and arduous road of basically trying N medicines, some number, maybe the first will work, maybe not, and then you have to be on it
for 72 years before we can determine if it's been successful or not before we move you to the next medicine.
Not even that. It's 10 days at 10 milligrams and then increase to 20 milligrams for 10 days, increase to 30 milligrams for 10 days, increase to 40 milligrams for 10 days, then 50 milligrams for 10 days. And then if symptoms don't improve, we'll try a different medication. It's like, cool. So I'll just, I guess, hopefully, I mean, I don't know. So,
I mean, I know you're worried about not you, but I know like the medical community would be worried about side effects. But once again, to me, it makes sense to like start with 50 because then we'll figure out if symptoms improve. If they do, then we know this is an effective treatment and we can work our way down to like the minimum effective dosage. But obviously, if you have some sort of side effect at 10 milligrams, then that would be worse at 50. So I get it. But from like a pure speed, from a haste standpoint, it's like just put me on the 50 and then we'll know.
Dude, yeah. And for those people who don't know, I've had a chronic cough for years now. I've been saying for like upwards of 10 years for a long time. And it was one of those things where I haven't played Tarkov in a year. I was saying that for over 2 years.
Yeah.
Dude, I looked at an email from my great uncle who passed away a few years back in 2017. I wrote to him saying it's been 5 or 6 years I've been struggling with this.
That's so insanity.
It's been 14 or 15 years where I've had like a chronic cough. Literally, there's one button on my Go XLR where you can't see the logo on the button anymore, and it's the mute button.
Yeah, because you're
Because I'm just constantly reaching over, and I mean that's usually why I've got the comb, because like I don't have to lean very far. It's just out of reach. The mute button is just out of reach. But yeah, so I went through every single possible. I went to the GI doctor half a dozen times. I got massive GI surgery. They fucking tangled up my stomach into knots.
Like literally.
They thought it was acid reflux related. Turns out it wasn't. Didn't fix the problem. I went to the lung pulmonary doctor. I don't have a COPD or whatever the hell it's called. I don't have anything wrong with that. I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor 3 separate times over the course of 10 years. And they all they ever did was say, it doesn't look like you've got postnasal drip, so go somewhere else. And of course, the interesting thing is that like once I started to look into this, I thought, I did my Chat GPT fucking medical what is it? What was the website? WebMD, level research, and it was like, oh, neurogenic cough is what I have. I'm like, all the things match, everything matches, and the way that you diagnose it is by excluding everything else first.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. So it's super awesome. And the funny thing is that like one of the possible treatments, you can be on like gabapentin or other like nerve related things, because basically it's like an over hyperactive nerve. You can treat it with different medications. Some of them are like seizure medications. Some of them are kind of like antidepressant adjacent. Or there's a thing that I saw I think it's called superior laryngeal nerve block. And I watched a video of it. And it literally is just, imagine like a syringe and just going into your windpipe, into your windpipe, into your,
nah.
And I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's like not through your windpipe, but like, they just like feel a little bit with their finger, and then they just go,
nah.
It's like, what?
Nah.
The fuck? But dude, seriously, I am so sick and tired of this. I don't care about any side effects.
Yeah, I mean,
I lose my hair. I think I'm cool with like whatever. If I have daily diarrhea because of it, I'll do it, dude.
Yeah, it's just you've been dealing with it for so long. Yeah,
I can't sing. Like,
yeah,
it's terrible. So, but anyway, so I don't know. We're on the right track. There's a way forward. One of the interesting things. So this is went to a neurologist, and he put me through like the whole battery of like normal sort of tests, all the reflexes everywhere.
Yeah.
The whole thing where he's like, pull against my arms, push against my arms.
Yeah.
Ever done that before?
Mm-hmm.
With your legs, all the different reflexes all over the place. Dude, I hate getting the little knee one. It's just like, it just feels like you're getting shocked.
And it's hard to not like overdo it because you know it's coming.
Yeah.
To like you do the reaction, and then it's like, yeah.
But what was funny was he was like, dude, I've never been so much of a try hard in a doctor's office as possible. He's like, all right, I'm going to give you 3 words. And at some point during this appointment, I'm going to ask you for you to relay back to me the 3 words in the correct order. And it was red chair trophy.
Nice.
And I was like, I'm fucking
I didn't listen to a single thing he said after that because I was
45 minutes, and I'm like wondering, I'm like, the next thing he's going to say, he shakes my hand and goes to walk out. I'm like, red chair trophy, you didn't want it? Like, he's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm like, you motherfucker. I was so preoccupied with this like mental exam.
My God. That's hilarious. Yeah, now that's like a story. Like 10 years from now, you're going to be telling people about the red chair trophy doctor's office story. Like he permanently etched that into your freaking psyche.
Yeah,
that's so funny, bro.
But yeah, and then the other thing is, I was supposed to have the closing for the land.
Oh my Lanta!
It's been postponed until I think Monday. They got the building permit at like 2:00 today, and the bank is just like, oh, the underwriters are not gonna be able to blah to get to it, blah, and it's like, you motherfuckers. So now I gotta wait, and Meg has to take another day off from work.
Yeah. I feel like it's The way she goes, unfortunately.
The light at the end of the tunnel has been pushed back a little bit further.
Yep.
We carry on. We go again.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, goddamn. Well, that's still exciting. Things are moving forward. W.
Yeah, and then hopefully the Indiana Fever don't lose tonight. It's a make or break
Oh,
playoff
shoot.
game.
Yeah?
I haven't watched sports in so long, and then now I never thought I would be into fucking WNBA, but because my
Listen.
wife got into it.
My wife.
She got into it because of the whole Caitlin Clark
Yeah. 100%.
stuff, and then I started fucking shit flickering. And then I started to get into it, and of course, like you start learning the names of the people, and it's like, all right, now I'm invested.
For sure, dude.
I've been to like 4 or 5 games now.
That's so sick. I've genuinely I feel like I want a sport to get into. I feel like I want something because I feel like
a dad thing, dude.
No, well, yeah, it's a dad thing for sure, but it's like it's beyond that. It's like a thing. How do I put this? It's like a thing you don't control, right? Like if I get into a hobby, I can just like way over hyperfixate on it and like overthink it and do it and like play this game or do this thing over or whatever. Or if I want to, find other people to do it, that's all on me. Like a sport, it's like a hobby you can get into where it's just like the game's at 7. And then there's not another game until 2 weeks from now. And so you can just like watch it. And then like, you're like, oh, you like it too? And then you kind of like naturally find people. And then you like have a conversation thing. It's like humanity just like boxed up. Now, obviously sports stuff gets like fucking crazy and weird and out of control. But as like an onlooker, I'm like, dude, I kind of want to like get into a sport and like find friends that get into the sport and text them about like, did you see the game? Like, you know what I mean? I just feels
text from all our work friends about.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Well, then start watching the WNBA, man.
Dude, I honestly probably should.
One person.
I should.
Yes, dude. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. Went to a bunch of games, dude. The game I went to last time around, a few weeks back, it was in Connecticut at Mohegan Sun.
Okay.
Bro, I was on the Jumbotron twice. I was on the Jumbo, and I'm like, why? Like, oh my god! I'm like, no, someone's gonna see this. Someone's gonna see this on TV. But I don't think they don't usually put the Jumbotron stuff on TV because they're usually like playing replays and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no! I was like waiting for someone to tweet like,
that's in.
Fuck, I just saw Veritas. You could see me because we were like second row seats.
Okay.
But I mean, like, no one's looking at people in the crowd.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I saw the Jumbotron a couple times. Like,
that's
oh, no.
amazing.
And this was like not long after. Did you
Coldplay
see
thing?
The debacle with the Coldplay?
Oh yeah.
The moment I saw myself on the Jumbotron, my heart was like, I'm getting canceled for something.
Yeah, you're in trouble now, bro. Yep.
What am I supposed to do? I literally told Meg, I'm like, babe, if I forget what it was I said, but if I go to say something or to do something, I'm like, you have to go along with it. There's like a code word where it's like, we're on the Jumbotron right now.
Yeah. Just
be cool. Don't put like a snarky face. I'm like, kiss me, whatever you got to do. I'm like, you got to be my fucking wingman here. Because, oh God. Could you imagine if like she made like a snarky, funny look at me like, oh,
yeah, dude. And then you get memed into oblivion.
Oh God. Yeah. So
that's amazing.
But unfortunately, the entire fucking Indiana team is basically out with injuries. Caitlin Clark's been out for half the season.
Oh, yeesh.
Dude, I've literally seen Caitlin Clark play 1 quarter of the WNBA. She was injured when I started to watch.
Yeah.
But she was going to like get back into it any day now. And then we went to the game the first day she got back. She got injured. She like pulled her groin. And then they basically were like, yeah, she's out for the season. And then fucking Sophie Cunningham, who she has like podcasts and stuff. She seems like a super chill chick. She busted her knee, like tore her ACL or MCL or something in a game. And then there's another girl, Lexi Holt, that she wasn't out, but bro, you should have seen her eyes. I bet you I could probably find a picture super quick, dude. It was wild. She hit her head.
Duh.
And she had black eyes for like weeks. It was just so crazy seeing like just seeing a random white chick with like eyes, like
Jesus, bro.
Like what is that? But yeah, so dude, it's gnarly. Like I think it's such a weird sport. And honestly, I haven't watched men's basketball in so long that like I don't even know what's normal anymore.
Yeah.
But it gives me an appreciation for fucking esports because holy shit, in esports you don't have like I have to say, with pretty much every sport, I think basketball might be one of the worst, and baseball is one of the best in this regard. Surprisingly enough, even though people like hate baseball and think it's boring, it's one of my favorite sports. Every 14 seconds, there's a timeout, there's a foul, there's a challenge. There's a quarter is over.
Yeah.
It's like every time they go to shoot, there's a foul.
Yeah.
And it's like, can we just fucking play the game?
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. I think some of that might be I don't know. Like it's really bizarre.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's that. And then dude, there's one other thing that's sports related that I wanted to talk about because I thought about it months ago and it's kind of been on the back burner. But bro, I'm so fascinated by how much we know about sports and like statistics and everything. Like we've tracked everything. The fact that they're like, oh, John Smith is the youngest African American coach to have the most winning games in his first season. It's like, brother, what SQL fucking what SQL query are you doing to find the stat for this guy?
Yeah.
You know, and the moment I saw the shit that they did with baseball, dude, there's a video from this channel, John Boy Media.
Okay.
The title of this video is "This Jacob deGrom pitch was called a ball for the first time ever."
Okay.
I think like you're like, how do you parse that, right?
Yeah.
How could a pitch
be called a ball?
Like how can you say a pitch happened for the first time? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
How could?
Okay.
So then, like, what does that mean? Literally, where exactly the ball was, they know exactly where every ball has ever been.
Yeah. Basically. Oh my God.
So this whole video shows him throwing some pitches. Dude, and it's also wild in baseball. Every sport has its like things, right? Like soccer is like all about falling over and fucking acting like you've been shot, every time something raced against you.
Basketball's been like that too recently.
Baseball, the catchers always have this little like swoop, where they're like, definitely wasn't over there.
Yeah.
They do that little, that thing there, but and he called that a ball, and they literally went through. Where do they show the stats? Yeah, dude. They literally have like the stats of every pitch that every guy has ever thrown in what zone. Dude, it's wild, dude.
It's insane.
It's crazy. All the way back to 2008, it looks like. There's like degrees from the set,
my
dude.
God.
It's so wild.
I mean, I guess if you can do it, why not do it? You know what I mean? You can use the data, but like that just seems insane.
Dude, it's just so fascinating. I'm like, holy fuck! Like, there's
so much on the screen now that you almost forget that that's not what the athletes see. Like he doesn't see a little box. He has to pitch in between. You know what I mean? The people playing football don't see the bright yellow neon first down line perfectly across the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
So the interesting thing too is because like I took like fucking, I don't know, 20 years off from like watching professional sports. Like the last time I was really into sports was like the last time that like the Red Sox won the World Series. Was that fucking 20? No, it was the time before the last time. 2004? I don't know. It was a fucking forever.
Yeah.
I just like later into college, I just kind of like stopped watching sports.
Yeah.
But coming back into it and seeing how like the one change I really like it's kind of bittersweet, but is the whole ability to like, we're gonna pause and we're gonna go look at the tapes.
Yeah.
To see if we
Yeah.
made the right call. Now, what's interesting is that like they've like made it a game mechanic.
Yeah.
So like in at least the WNBA, you have one challenge.
Yeah.
And it uses a timeout. But if you succeed in the challenge, you get one more.
Yeah.
If you don't, then like you're out. So you got to figure out which bad call to challenge.
Yeah.
And
it really just like, we talked about this the last time we talked about sports, about like refereeing and how refereeing is a part of the entertainment value. It's like refereeing is like the WWE part of sports, where like I believe that there are athletes out on the court playing a game, but the refereeing is like 70% entertainment value. It's like fights and it's drama and it's something, because it's like because we talked about this last time. It's like, I feel like at some point they're just going to use AI and all the cameras to just like make the perfect call every time. You know, it can in an instant look at every single camera, every single angle, where did the ball hit, blah, 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 and just like, it's the perfect call. But then that would be like weirdly less fun. You know what I mean? And so it's like, it's such a weird thing.
Put it. So like, theoretically speaking, right, we've got the overlay on the camera that shows where the ball is pitched.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. I kind of don't know why we're not there already.
A lot of times we're showing the little boop before, you know, the umpire's like, strike, and we already know. So it could just be like, ball.
Yeah. Dude, seriously. It really could. It really could. And it's like, I feel like we're already at a point where the margin for error of like an AI doing it is like tremendously lower than a ref. I mean, it's like the least novel thing in existence to like have a ref make a call and then you watch the tape back and it's like, bro, were you freaking working on a Sudoku while you were on? Like, it's like, how did you call that? You know what I mean? It's like, that happens all the goddamn time. So it's like anybody saying, yeah, but they could be wrong. It's like, they couldn't be wrong. Like my Game Boy Advance could power an AI algorithm that would be better at refereeing than some of these professional referees. So it's like,
yeah, and it totally depends on what you're talking about too. When it comes to book, because like, you know, AI, which isn't really AI, but
yeah, I'm with you.
Is really good at certain things and really bad at other things.
Yeah,
like that's just how computers are in general, right? Sure. Like you don't even need AI when it comes to like doing insane 75 digit like arithmetic.
Yeah,
it's trivial for a computer to do, right? Where it's like, you know, it would take us hours and hours and hours to do. But like recognizing a face, is completely intuitive or something really nuanced. So like something as binary as a ball or a strike is exactly what like a computer could do.
Yeah.
When it comes to determining if when the basketball player had the ball, someone reached in for it, they went like this and hit someone in the cheek.
Yeah.
Is that a flagrant foul? Is it a foul? Is it when they reached in and they hit the hand and they hit the ball and they did this with the hand? Is that a foul? Was it a reach? You know, like those are the things where
certainly I agree with you. And I still like, I've seen, now I know it doesn't happen quite as, but I've seen the like freaking all the shorts, the top 10, like most insanely called flagrant fouls. I mean, it's just like, it's just a tool. It's just like so often it's just like refs are just like mad and they're like, yep. I mean, listen, I'm literally talking out of my ass when we're talking about sports, but I'm just saying it's interesting the kind of because there's a lot of times there's like, I don't know, there's some entertainment value that comes out of the refereeing, and sometimes the bad refereeing or the rivals or the like, this guy always hates our team. You know what I mean? It's all kind of a part of the thing. So I'll be interested to see where it goes over the next few years for sure.
You want to know where it's going to go? I don't know if I think maybe I told you this before, but I'm telling you, this is something that I have never, I'm not saying I'm the first one to think of it or to say it, but I've never heard it before. So this is an idea that, 10 different people can independently come up with the same 10 ideas. It's not like, a car with skis, right? Like it doesn't, it's not like there's only one way you could get to some shit like that.
Yeah.
But in 10 years, there's going to be a robot baseball league, the RBL.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of fucking nerdy engineers in the fucking dugout oiling up the robot joints and whatever.
Yeah.
It's like the next evolution of like the totally roided up steroid bodybuilding competitions.
Yeah.
So like imagine, dude, that might be fucking actually just as entertaining. Imagine a robot being like, and like falling over, dude. And like it would be super funny at the beginning, especially because of how clunky it might be, but also it would be like they would be throwing 300-mile-an-hour pitches.
Yeah.
Like,
have you seen any of the footage from like the Chinese like robot parades and stuff that they do?
No.
Dude, they're so much more normalized over there. It's so funny, bro. They'll like have robots like dancing, and then one will just like seize up and fall over, and like seeing them do regular things just long enough that you're like, oh, it's a little dude, and then it like when it gets out of its pathing, it freaks the fuck out and like loses its mind, and then you're like, oh, that's not a dude, and they just come and they pick them up. There's like award ceremonies for robots and stuff. I've seen so many clips. It's so funny, and they really like everyone's mad chill with them over there. It's so hilarious. But I just can't stop thinking.
You're talking about, right?
Okay, no, bro.
AI generated.
Okay, get it out of here. Anyways, robot sports. We're going to revisit slam ball, but just with robots. Put robots on a trampoline. That's what I want to see.
Slam ball. Dude, I just want to see robots. Have you seen them like run the fucking 100-meter dash or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the one that like the robot ran into the guy?
No.
This was like a clip that was, I don't know, like it was in my fucking algorithm for like 2 weeks.
Okay. While you look that up, I don't remember the names of any of these things. What was the thing that was like on Discovery or whatever, and it was like the robots fighting in the little arena, but they were BattleBots. Okay. And then second thing, was it the XFL? Was that like the NFL that wasn't the NFL, but it was all about like pushing and tackling people harder? It was like there NFL Blitz. Yeah. Okay. I want football, but I want it to be robots and it to be the XFL, where it's like football, but it's like like by any means necessary. Like you destroy opponent. Yeah. You destroy opponents as a means to get to the end zone.
That's the answer, dude. Like you bring back the fucking gladiator ring.
Yeah.
Robots.
Dude, yeah, the long ass way to get to just robot gladiator is
yeah, just like two fucking robots with like swords. Actually, I'd rather see two robots with swords fight to the robot death than like rocket launcher helicopters, honestly.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, okay, here it is.
Oh my god.
This is the inaugural Robot Olympics. So,
dude, I'm saying
they must have heard my idea.
Yeah.
I implemented it.
Yes, dude, on these videos.
How wild that is, though.
Oh my
crazy?
God,
it
bro.
looks so human-like. It looks so human, dude.
It really does look like a dude, bro.
The funny thing is like how stupid and impractical this is. Bipedal robots is just brain dead.
Yeah.
Just put it on wheels.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Bipedal robots maybe have a place, but bipedal robots racing them. The point is going fast, and they don't have to have legs. Put them on wheels, bro. Like
get them tank tracks, and it won't tip over.
Yeah.
Like, you won't have to have 80% of the processing power be like in the gyro fucking balance management.
Oh my god, bro, it's so funny. It's so funny.
Just imagine all the things that we do now that we get entertainment from. Imagine in 10 years, it'll be replaced with AI/robots. And some of that will be hilarious and awesome. Some of that will be fucking dystopian.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Good times. That was hilarious. Before we move on to talk about some gaming news, I want to take a quick second and thank the sponsor for this episode, and that is Ridge. Bam. Ridge wallets, you know them, you love them. That's what kind of put them on the map. Their wallets are insanely practical. They're uber slim. They can fit 15 cards. It's insane. They're RFID blocking. They're made from insanely premium materials. You can get, you've got the Damascus something. I've got carbon fiber. There's a billion different colors. They got the clip. They've got an attachment for a little, what are the...
Funny? Cash?
No, what is the thing where you can find your phone? It's a little AirPod. It's not an AirPod. You know what I'm saying. AirTag. They've got a thing where you can put an AirTag in. You find your wallet. They've got a money clip. They've got key clips. They've got all sorts of stuff. And they're insanely high quality, insanely practical. And they just dropped their new 5-in-1 power bank. Here, let me
hell?
let me get to the dude. You should have one of these.
Is that what the package that's been out on my front door that I don't pick up?
Probably. The new 5-in-1 power bank. This thing is awesome. It's got MagSafe. So if you're in the iOS, you can do your phone, you can do your watch, you can do, I think even AirPods have MagSafe now. It also has Bang Bang. It's got lightning cable on one side. It's got USB-C on the other side. So all the cables you need attached, and you can charge. You can put a phone on the MagSafe thing and then charge another one via the USB-C. It's hot, bro. It's everything you need. Let's see. What is it? 20 watts of power. So it's fast charging and 10,000 milliamp hour capacity. So you've got 3 full phone charges in your pocket. Bang, bang.
That's wild. I wish I knew with all the traveling I've been doing. I gotta see if there's been a box that's been out on my front steps and I've been protesting. I'm like, if my wife got a fucking package, then she can pick up the package.
Come to find out it's yours.
Yeah,
So,
but brother,
yeah.
I love this wallet so much, and the keychain.
Yes.
I can't personally make use of the keychain, unfortunately, just because I literally don't have keys. So, all I have is a big ass thick key fob.
Yeah.
But the quality of the products that I have from them, they'll last forever.
Yep.
They're just made with incredibly durable quality, very sexy looking materials. Yep. And I can only imagine how good that thing looks sick.
Yep.
I was just looking, they've got luggage.
Yeah. All sorts of other everyday essentials and stuff like that beyond the wallets and the keychains. It's awesome. And like you were saying, everything is made from super high quality, and they back that up. Free shipping, 99-day risk-free trial. 99-day you can try it out and use it, and a lifetime warranty on all the products. The wallets, the battery banks. So that's what they never use it. Yeah, that's what they say. It's always the last wallet you'll need. It's the last power bank you'll need. So it's sick. The power bank is available in the black, matte black, base camp orange, and matte olive. Fancy colors. Yeah, it's awesome. So one thing to pack, 5 ways to power. You can find Ridge's power bank at Best Buy, or our listeners can get 10% off on Ridge.com by using code, let me make sure I get this right, code Pogcast at checkout. So just head to Ridge.com and use code Pogcast, and you're all set. After you purchase, they will ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Look at that thing. That orange is, dude, the orange is low-key, kind of sexy, and perfect for traveling because it's going to be so much harder to lose.
Yeah, dude, I like the OD though.
Yeah, the Mad Olive is pretty hot.
It's literally the opposite. It's like you drop it in the grass.
Yeah, it's gone forever.
Good luck finding it.
But yeah, thank you to Rich for sponsoring this episode. Cool. So gaming stuff, gaming news. Have you seen what's going on with Escape from Tarkov this week?
Yeah, and I don't understand it. So it's like someone's gonna be you.
Oh, perfect.
Why anybody cares about
that? Well, that I can't explain. So Tarkov announced that they would be on. Well, it's so funny. The history of this has like way back in the day, it was like, will you ever bring it to Steam? And they were like, why would we even be thinking about that? Like, we're so far away from release. And then more recently, he was asked the question, and they were like, we would love to, in the past like year, but I don't know. And then my assumption was that they were going to do it like post 1.0. They were going to try and make as much money as they could by 1.0 sales and then do a Steam release later. Then it turns out Nikita had been like tweeting like an iron with Steam coming out, and he was teasing it. And then he tweeted a screenshot of the Steam page like a couple of weeks ago, and then just a couple days ago they announced that the Steam page for Escape from Tarkov is live. Now you should pull up the like Battle State Games, go to their shorts for their announcement. Whether you love or hate Battle State Games, whether you love or hate Tarkov, it was pretty sick.
Do I need sound?
No, not really.
Battle State Games jorts.
I'm a jorts.
What is it? I see a guy who has like the valve.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, is it the one with the valve? Oh.
It was just like such a cool nod to like the OG. It was so funny. It's like I watched this and I was like, damn, I haven't seen like the OG logo and stuff forever. But yeah, it was just cool. Bro, listen, once again, their like media team is insane.
Yeah, that's sick.
Their media team is insane. Their shorts are insane. Their trailers are insane. The raid series was insane. Their concept imaging was insane. Like their media guys are like, god damn, some of the best in the business for like gaming. They're so good. So that was cool. So Escape from Tarkov.
Social media.
Yeah, you know. So Escape from Tarkov, Steam release is live, and it's going to be down for 1.0. You're going to be able to play on Steam. Now, before we get to like the drama, I can't answer the question, like, why would Battle State Games want to put their game on Steam? That makes sense, right? Because there's tens of millions of people that use Steam. A lot of people don't like or really understand. A lot of people don't like downloading bespoke launchers for games. Steam obviously has like refund policies. Steam has reviews, right? Like if you were like a more traditional gamer interested in Escape from Tarkov, there is no reviews on the Escape from Tarkov website except for the IGN review they gave them in 2016 when they, you know what I mean? Like, so,
yep.
So it makes sense to me from Battlestar Games to put their game on Steam because it reaches, potentially wider audience, Steam sales, or even just like if it's on the Steam front page, right? Like how many eyeballs go on it? Like that, it makes sense. The other question involved here is if you own Escape from Tarkov, why would you want a Steam copy? And I'm not saying there aren't answers to that question. I'm just saying I'm such a like non-Steam coded gamer. Like the games that I have the most amount of hours in on my PC are Escape from Tarkov, Star Citizen, Delta Force when I had to download its own launcher, ABI when I had to download its own launcher. Like, and then I recently started playing like the Finals and Gray Zone, which were on Steam. So that's just always been my experience with gaming, was like every game had a launcher kind of.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying that those reasons don't exist. Yeah, achievements, community page, I don't know. So So I don't stand on the like, oh my God, like, why would you ever want that? There's probably 7 like actual reasons that maybe like 50% of gamers would want to partake in, but then the other 50% of gamers wouldn't care about. It's whatever. But the drama came when on their FAQ, they said that in order to play, if you have Escape from Tarkov, in order to play it on Steam, you are going to have to purchase a copy of the game on Steam. Then you can link it to your Battle State Games profile. So basically, like if you have Unheard, right, the $250 version of the game, you're going to need to buy a standard edition. Then when you launch it through Steam, if you like sign in with your Unheard edition, like credentials, it basically links those two and it goes, okay. And then it does the Unheard edition. Like you won't open up a standard. It'll elevate your edition to whatever you had purchased prior. And that set obviously the community ablaze. And to be honest with you, like I'm not going to try to hide. When I first heard that, I like laughed hysterically because I was like, that's the stupidest bullshit I've ever heard in my entire life, like classic BSG. Since then, I've been made aware that that's not a wholly uncommon practice in the industry. Kind of right now, you have like some people on the internet saying literally no game ever has ever given out like a Steam code when you bought on another platform. And then you have people being like, literally every game does that. It's just BSG trying to be money hungry when the reality is in the middle, right? It from what I have seen is that there have been many early access games that while they were developing, they were on their own launcher or their own deal and have distributed Steam codes to the player base. But I think the caveat to that is that I think most of them, that was like in the, when you bought the game, when you like backed the early access game, it was like listed that you would eventually get a Steam code. And then there have also been a lot of free-to-play games that have had cross progression, but that's a much easier thing, right? Because Steam distributes the key. You just click add to library. It's a free game. Whereas a paid game, Steam's not going to give you the key unless you pay the money. So there have been a lot of free games that have done that. They migrate to Steam, no problem. And then it's also not a wholly uncommon thing for some games to make it to Steam and you already have it. So if you want it over here, right? If I buy my game on Xbox, I don't get it on PlayStation. Like if I want it on a new platform, I have to pay for it on a new platform. So because both things have happened in the past, you have both group of people that just want to be mad, like hanging on to their side. You have the people that just really want to be mad. They'll be like, Dark and Darker, this game, that game, this game, they did it, BSG, I can't believe them. They're the worst people in the world. And then you have people on the other hand that be like, no, look at all these games that you've had to pay for both. Like, that's dumb. And I just don't care. Like, because once again, I fall in the camp of like, I just don't need it on Steam. I'll just launch it via the launcher. But I don't know. Maybe there's people that really need it on Steam and they want it on Steam. But it's I don't know. Hitman 3 gave you a Steam copy from your Epic Games Store copy when it had it exclusively. That's sick. That's sick. Yeah, once again, I'm not here. What I'm here to say is I'm too ignorant to have a strong opinion. I don't know anything about Steam. I don't know anything about the gaming industry. I don't know anything about key distribution. I don't know anything about how many, you know what I mean? Would it be hard for BSG to distribute 6 million keys if that's how many people have bought the game? Yeah, probably. I don't know. All I'm saying is that like, and then I don't know anything about the friggin' the flower, the light that illuminates Nikita's soul. And maybe it's corrupted and he just wants more. I just don't know enough to be angry. Right? You could convince me either way. You could 100% convince me BSG is just like quadruple dipping and it's like 100% scam. And you could also convince me this is like super industry standard. But the point is, because I don't know, why be angry? Because I'm just like, I'm just going to play it on the launcher. You know what I mean? So like, that's where I'm at. But I got people coming into chat with just like real strong opinions. And I'm not even here to say that those opinions are wrong. I'm just too stupid to like engage. People like ask me, what do I think? I'm like, no. Let's just talk about what you think. Cause I don't know, bro.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I personally give a fuck about at all related to Steam, I don't care about achievements. I don't care about any of this stuff. I've got a billion fucking Steam coins or whatever. I don't even know any of it. I just don't know. And I just don't care. The only thing I'm interested in is hours played.
Yeah.
And honestly, these days, although partially due to streaming, I like leave games running like overnight, so usually those hours are like 2x what
Yeah,
what they
yeah.
are. But
Bumping the numbers.
yeah, like I just don't care. To me, it's not a big enough thing to where I would be upset even if I really wanted a Steam version. Like there's not I can see that people could value all those things with Steam.
Yes, 100%.
I don't personally know how you could value any of those enough to be mad
Yeah.
that they're not doing it.
Yeah.
It's like so and my understanding is basically, or not my understanding because I haven't done literally any research on this, but my gut tells me that it's probably trivial for them to do. It's just work.
Yeah.
It's just work.
I've heard
like,
I've heard a lot of stuff that, once again, could be nonsense, could be completely factual about like Steam. I've heard that like it costs money to get Steam to generate keys for a game. Maybe an insignificant amount of money, but not free. They're not just going to print a trillion keys for you. I don't know why, but so there is like a financial cost there. Now, what you've had a lot of people, once again, I don't know if these people are literally making it up or if they're like, oh my God, 7 other games have done this, they should do this. But you've had people say like, what if, like, if you have a copy of the game, you could log into your profile, like on escapefromtarkov.com, log in, and if you have a copy of the game purchased, they could generate for you like a 90% discount Steam code. So you put that in, and then like the standard edition comes down to like $6, and it covers any cost. You know what I mean? Like people are saying like you could do that, and so it's like you can't just like, you would have to have a copy of the game, but I don't know.
According to Google's AI overview, okay, I don't know how. It says no.
According
Steam
to the clankers,
Steam doesn't charge developers to generate keys.
Okay.
But even if they did, it's like trivial. I'm sure it's a trivial amount of money given how much money they've already made. Like if they were going to do it,
yeah.
Or if they're not going to do it, like to me it's work we didn't plan for and don't want to do is more valid of a reason than we don't want to pay 32 cents per.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, yeah, like literally all it would involve is generating keys, assigning a key to every account, saving it in the database, making it visible on the website. Problem solved. Like it's a trivial. It's like a couple maybe backend API things.
Maybe they're worried about people that don't want to play it on Steam selling their Steam keys. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's like a way you could tie that key to your account. So like that key only ever works if it's under these credentials, but then you have like, what if I change my email? Like that's already a clusterfuck where people are like, all I did was try to change my email and I've been locked out of my account for 6 months. Like, so maybe because once again, like I don't know the numbers, but like I would be shocked if they've sold less than 1 million copies of the game over the 6 or 7 years it's been available. And knowing that there were times where if your game crashed, you had to launch the game and sit in a 200,000 person queue. Like
they for sure sold.
They've sold. So it's like, I could understand that they don't want to generate 1 million Steam codes and then people sell them for $10 on eBay. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe there's a technical way you could get around that limitation, like for sure. But once again, the foundation of all this is like, Jesse, just don't know. I don't know.
According to Escape from Tarkov, the game had over 3 million copies sold by early 2022, added 900,000 in 2022 alone.
Honestly, that makes sense. Obviously, we're not talking concurrent players here, fam, before the comments get crazy. We're talking like total accounts sold. That wouldn't surprise me. Like 4 million accounts.
And like 6 of them are me.
yeah, 3 of them are me.
Like that's the other thing too, though, is like I don't know how many copies. Like, you know, if they give away press accounts or streamer accounts, like does that count towards? I don't know where these numbers are coming from too, because they're not a fit, whatever. But I don't know. Like personally, I just don't see why anyone would care. I don't care that anybody cares.
Yeah.
I don't care that people are butthurt. It's something like if there was a real tangible, like if the Steam version was like the EOD++.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if there was something to the game.
Yes.
But basically your butt hurt that they didn't do a thing that is inconveniences you out of making 2 clicks.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just be mad. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, cool, man.
100%. 100%. It's funny. One of the conspiracies going around is that they did that specifically to avoid Tarkov players review bombing the game, which I found to be funny. A funny conspiracy theory. Because listen, I'm not, okay. You have to you just hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Battlestate Games made the decisions they made specifically because of that. But what I am saying is if everyone that's ever had the game got a Steam key, the reviews would be crazy on launch days. Like everyone that's ever had anything negative to say would wake the fuck up and type that shit out.
I mean, people are still going to, BSG is going to profit from that ultimately, because guess what? It's going to get review bombed. No one is going to give a shit about
100%.
So many, the number of people that are going to get turned away by not being like plugged into like what's going on the internet, but still knowing that the game just came out on Steam, but like not reading about it in a fucking Wired news article or whatever. It's going to get more press for being review bombed.
Yeah.
And so it'll get more people. It's just, I don't know. It's just not, maybe not. I can't pretend like I know the mind of Nikita or BSG or literally anyone, and I don't pretend to care. But yeah, like, I don't know. It just, assuming, it's one thing to assume incompetence with certain things. When it comes to bugs, like there's been enough where I can safely say like, yeah, I think this is this issue or this issue. But I don't know. When it comes to these kinds of things, I just find it hard to not be like generous in giving and just like assuming the best.
Yeah.
Until I have more information.
For sure. 100%. Exactly. And that's kind of where I'm at is like, once again, I'm not saying that I can definitively say that there's like a perfect reason and guys, don't be mad at BSG. I'm just saying it's like that stuff is so technical that there could be a reason. Like, I don't know. So why get mad if I don't know? So somebody brought up, though, it is funny, the recommended system requirements for the game are a 14700F Intel CPU, 64 gigs of RAM, a 4070 or better. They're just on like some crazy recommended specs. I mean, it's kind of true, though. It's like they'd be lying if they put anything lower, right? You know what I mean? But
they just have a picture of CERN, fucking supercomputer. Like, bro. They're like, this is what you need. The fucking large hard-on collider.
The large hard-on collider. I
mean,
hey, yo.
Freudian slip,
zinger.
I don't know where the drum one went. I think I deleted it accidentally.
The Steam, the description is Escape from Tarkov is the original extraction FPS, where every raid is a gamble with death. Prep your raid, bleed, endure, and fight through ruthless PMC players and scavs. Gain tactical advantages and cling to your loot. Only extraction decides if you live or if you lose it all. Gain
tactical advantages.
By the way,
is the most like we're ideating business strategies. Like it's such a nothing statement.
By the way, there's an M dash in it. There's an M dash in it.
That's like when I'm having like a debate with somebody, like in Discord or whatever, and they send me a link. They're like, these are the sources, blah, 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 blah. And you can see the UTM_source equals chatgpt.com. And you're like, oh, interesting. So you read that article, you found it, you looked it up.
Yeah.
Every single one of your talking points is in a ChatGPT talking point.
Yeah. So that is the Steam news. Nothing else really going on in Tarkov other than, I mean, hilariously, even more balancing changes to the hardcore wife. Like, I cannot believe they're still doing it. Mechanic and Ragman return their fully, item range And then they added the ability to put money back in your secure container. You still can't put meds. You still can't put ammo, but they added the ability to put money back in your secure container.
I mean, that's a W because that was annoying.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, like, what do we, like, we're hanging on. It's just like, I just can't stop thinking like the you need a new backpack, bro meme. Have you seen that? Where the kid's got a backpack and literally the backpack is like the strap is hanging on by like one singular like thread left. It's like, what are we hanging on to, bro? Like, gun to my head, I couldn't, like, what's left in the hardcore wipe? There's like 3 things and you don't realize that they're still there. Like, it's like you're reminded that the hardcore wipe is technically still a thing from some like really innocuous like bullshit you have to deal with. You're just like, oh yeah, I guess that was still here from the hardcore wipe, huh? Like, it's all just so, like, what do we like, you need a new backpack. Just let it go, bro.
This is a reference that only I or anybody else who has rewatched Breaking Bad recently will make, but what that was effectively Walt making like omelets in the morning after being gone for like weeks, missing, getting found in a grocery store like naked, having like in the fugue state, and he just like makes breakfast. That's
I love that show so much.
You can put money in your secure container. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Thanks,
honey.
Now
that makes up for it.
Outside of that, bro, I never thought I'd be saying this, but all week I've been playing Arena Breakout Infinite and having a blast.
How much are they paying you?
Dude, $0.
You have to tell me if
$0. No, just kidding. Dude, genuinely, like, it's so funny. I've had now, and this is actually a game. I don't get offended when people ask if it's sponsored because, like, traditionally they have done a lot of sponsored work with a lot of Tarkov streamers. So I kind of get it, to be honest with you. So like, bro, the game is kind of good. And I want to like go into like why I think it is, but I will say my least favorite part of Arena Breakout Infinite is its continual, basically like it's just attached itself like a tumor to Tarkov. Like, BSG announced that they were going to be on Steam, and then like 2 days later, the ABI announced they're launching on Steam September 15th. So they had their Steam launch. Then like a couple days after that, BSG launched their Steam page. And then the ABI Twitter account was like, some games make you pay for them twice, but we don't. And it was like, they just like, they are inhibiting themselves from like being a game because they just stuck onto Tarkov like this tumor. It's super cringe, and it's like, I don't know. It's weird.
That's like, I'm continuing these metaphors. That's like
everything's a Breaking Bad.
Not Breaking Bad, but relationship related. This is like the boyfriend who doesn't shut up about the ex-girlfriend. Mm-hmm. It's like, can we fucking move on?
Exactly.
Like,
it's like, I kind of want to be with you less because you keep doing that. And it's like, that is my least favorite part of the game, is they're like, it's just like, move on, bro. Just like, be your own thing. Anyways, the ABI had their Steam release and a new season, and I had been increasingly asked more and more recently, hey, have you checked out ABI? Have you played ABI? I've been really enjoying ABI. I haven't have you played ABI in a while? And I've always been like, no. And I've been watching some other people play it, and obviously I've been just kind of bored of Tarkov, you know what I mean? And so I was like, I'll check it out. Like, new season, perfect time to like hop in. And I think I told you this, but new season, Steam launch, and they removed the ability to pay for currency. I've never seen this happen ever. A game that was pay to win removed that feature. So that was the thing in ABI, is at any point you could swipe the card and just buy currency, like rubles. It's called Coin, but you could just buy currency, and then imagine the market as a old school, non-founded rate flea market. Anything can be listed on the market. Anything can be bought on the market. You get to the market at like level 10, and you can just buy infinite money. So you can essentially buy infinite gear. Now, the least interesting conversation in the world to me is the semantics around, well, it's pay to win. It's not pay to win because I still kill those people. They buy the thing. I don't give a shit. Whatever it is, is ass, and I'm glad they got rid of it. So it's like, before you come down in the comments, now I knew a lot of people that like played ABI as their main game, and even when it was pay to whatever, they just never put any money into it and just like farmed the people that did put money into it, and they like had a great time and had stashes, and that's sick. But they removed that feature, which is crazy. So now it's significantly less pay to win. It still kind of is in a certain element, because you can buy like the battle pass. The battle pass gives you lots of money. You can buy like you can like buy like 30 days of like a bigger secure container. It's on like a subscription or whatever. But being able to buy gear is no longer the case. So anyway, so I thought like, you know what? Perfect time to just like hop in for a day and see what it's about. And bro, I have been having a blast. It's genuinely so fun.
They made changes since the last time you played?
Yeah, I literally haven't played since season 1. I think this is like season 4 or something. I don't know. I think it was like spring of last year that they did like an early access test. I played that, and then season 1 launched, and I played a little bit of that, and then I haven't played it since. I did like one day of like a season preview like 6 months ago, but I haven't like played since season 1. And it's funny because we were talking about this on stream, and I genuinely think the reason why I'm having more fun with it now is because when it came out, it was, and this is how you know they're not paying me because I'm still saying shit like this, it was undeniably an egregious carbon copy of Tarkov. Like, they copied the boss, dude, I remember, I put it in my video, I literally made a video back then, it was called, Has Arena Breakout Infinite Gone Too Far? And everyone was super focused on the like fucking the CAD 3D model of the AK dust cover, like, oh my, like, as if, dude, it was so crazy. But even back then I was like, I don't care much about that. I just care more about like the like intellectual honesty of it all. Like, okay, you're just obviously, even if there's not like legal precedent here, it's like you're obviously just copying the homework. I remember, and one thing I put in there was like the boss on the map has a golden pistol, and when he pulls it out, it's the exact same animation as the Rashala pistol. You know, the golden TT, he does the like, it flips on the thing. Like, all the loot was like the same originally, like bolts, screws, lions, cat statues, just everything. Like, and it was so funny. One of the things everybody memed on them for was they copied the recoil pattern. It was the exact same recoil that Tarkov had, but Tarkov had just fixed it. Remember the like, oh my God, they fixed the recoil?
Yeah.
So like it was the bad recoil, and it was just like all this stuff. But here's the thing. So we were talking about this on stream. Arena Breakout was like an egregious carbon copy of Tarkov when it came out. And that was 18 months ago. And in that 18 months, it's added every quality of life feature Tarkov players have ever asked for. It's optimized the game like Tarkov players have asked for. It's added new features that Tarkov players have asked for, and added new modes that Tarkov players have asked for, and added and responded to the community and made changes, like solid changes that like the majority of the community, not just the streamers, have wanted.
That's what happens when you don't start your game on top of a spaghetti factory.
Yeah. And in Tarkov, we have the hardcore wipe, which is like, we talked about this, about how like my video is all about this. The hardcore wipe is like the perfect package deal of like everything that's wrong with Tarkov. Like once again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have had fun during the hardcore wipe, but what the hardcore wipe represents, it's a perfect encapsulation of what they misunderstand about their own game, what they misunderstand about how to change their own game, and how the community like is so divided and divisive. It's like the hardcore wipe isn't anything new. And that's the point of the video I'm making, is like if you're frustrated with the hardcore wipe, it's not the hardcore wipe. The hardcore wipe is just like basically them serving on a platter what they don't get about the game. And so, yes, when ABI came out, it was like everybody was like super pissed, and all the Tarkov people hated it, and they were like, this is so egregious and this is so whatever. And I had been wondering why that sentiment had shifted. I had been wondering why more and more recently people in my chat were saying, I stopped playing Tarkov, I swapped to ABI, and I've been loving it. I had been wondering why more and more people have been like, dude, you really need to check it out. I think you would like it. And then I played it, and in like 2 days, I was like, oh yeah. When they came out, they were pretty much the same game. And then this game did all the stuff. And this game was super confused as to why people don't like it anymore. And they're like, how about a hardcore way? And you know what I mean? So that was when it clicked. I was like, oh shit. It runs great. It feels great. The combat is fun. They've added, bro, it's like they've watched, it's like they watched every YouTube video I ever made. Like genuinely. There's like an adrenaline effect in. So like painkillers, yeah, you need them. You're going to limp around, but when you get shot, you have a couple seconds to move around before, you go crazy. There's one of the new things they added is dead drops. So there's these boxes all over the map. You can't engage with them until you've killed a PMC. When you've killed a PMC, you can go up to the box and open it, and it's a little 2x3 container, and you can put anything you want in there that fits. And then when you walk away from that box, it's safe and it sends it to your stash. So you can like depot some loot, go back and get some more. They've added these.
So you can like run laps.
Yes, they've added these like little buy stations where like you can like go buy like hydration or drinks or grenades if you like run out, and it takes the currency from your stash money, not the money that you have on you. Yeah. What else, dude? I was keeping a mental list of like the stuff, bro. I really should have created, like, wrote some of this down. I just kept being like, oh my God, I've said Tarkov needs that for years. Oh my God, I've said, and that's like, and this is on top of all the quality of life stuff that was in the game at launch, right? There's when you, first of all, there's a spectate mode, which is so sick because when you die in Tarkov, you're just sitting at the menu waiting for your friend to be done. But in this game, you just click spectate and now you're just watching, like in a BR, you're just watching your teammate. It's so sick. It's so nice. There's a kill cam, but the kill cam is not available until every member of your squad has left the raid or died. And then you click kill cam.
Shit. It's the fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
Circle.
And so you can, and once again, genuinely not for any anti-cheat purposes, it's just sick as fuck to be like, oh my God, he was all the way over there. He hit a nasty shot. That's insane. You know what I mean? Like, it's awesome. It's like, it's still the most unforgiving extraction shooter outside of Escape from Tarkov. Like a lot of the ones you have like Delta Force, Marathon, all of these are ones where it's like you can go down, but you can get rezzed, and you can get full thirsted, but you can get rezzed, but you can only get rezzed once. Like in this game, there's a down but not out mechanic. If you get killed anywhere other than your head, if somebody like gets your HP such that it's 0 via a headshot, you are dead. Done. No revive, no nothing. You can spectate. If you get shot in the arm or the leg or the thorax and you get down to 0 HP, you go down but not out. But if you get thirsted, you're dead. No res, no nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like still the most like unforgiving in terms of like combat and how you die. For me, it fixed all of the issues I had with Delta Force. I talked about that game for like weeks because I was loving it. I put about like 250, 300 hours in the Delta Force, and I just found myself kind of like not really wanting to go back. And one of the biggest reasons, and a lot of extraction shooters do this, and I don't know why. Active Matter was doing the same thing, which is that new one I was telling you a couple weeks ago. Delta Force did this, where they rotate the maps based on the time of day. Like Space City was a super fun map to play in Delta Force, but you can't just hop on and play Space City. You have to wait until it's up. You have to wait until Brakesh is up. And then like sometimes it's up, but it's the normal mode and you want to play the hard mode or whatever. It's like super weird. And that super duper turned me off onto the game because I just found myself running one map basically forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the other thing that turned me off the more I played Delta Force was like the hero mechanics of it. Not so much the ultimate abilities. I know a lot of people hate that like Luna has like wall hacks and stuff like that. For me, it was like the utility in Delta Force was tied to the hero. So if you can't be Luna and have a frag grenade, Like you can't bring nades. I can't like bring 2 nades, a molly, and a smoke. And then I can smoke a body if I want to loot. I can molly off this, and I can grab. It's just your hero is your kit, which kind of so. And so this is not that. It's just like full Tarkov. You can bring whatever you want, and there are 5 maps, and you can just play whatever map you want, whenever you want, which is great. And I liked this about ABI and Delta Force in the past, where there's 3 modes to the maps. There's normal mode, lockdown mode, and forbidden mode. And the higher modes have higher gear and more tough AI. And you're required to bring more gear in to those higher modes. So it kind of like parses up the chads to the top. So like if you're new to the game, you can play normal modes, and yeah, you're going to find some people that basically kind of want to smurf. But for the most part, you're going to be playing with lower tier people. And then you hop up to lockdown and it's more, and then you hop up to forbidden and it's even more. So like that kind of helps keep cheaters away from like the newest players. Because like if you're going to cheat, why wouldn't you want to cheat in the forbidden mode? I haven't run into a cheater yet. I don't know. Some people say cheating is really bad. Some people say cheating is not bad. I have no idea. It's a free to play game, so I would imagine it would be bad, but I haven't run into a cheater yet.
I'm sure it depends on like there's different kinds of cheaters. There are the ones that were like bullied so much that they need to like assert some kind of like control or dominance over people. Like they're the ones that like send you messages afterwards, and then there are the people who like do it because they want gear, they want loot, they want currency, they want IRL money, like whatever it is. So I don't know, it depending on the game and the community and whatever, I'm sure you can get like it's
for sure up. Yeah, 100%. So dude, I don't know, it like now here's been like a battle I've had to fight. Like a lot of people think that you only have 100 like points. Okay, you only have 100 points to spend on how much you like a game. And they think I put all my 100 points into Tarkov. And so they interpret me enjoying a different game as I'm taking like points away from Tarkov. I like Tarkov less because how could I like this game? And how could you wait?
Now they're
how could you like 2 games?
Now they're falsely treating it like a relationship where, because like you can't, it's an exclusive thing, bud. Like you're either committed to me or you're not.
Exactly. Like, dude, I should start saving. I mean, we would just fill the volumes of the libraries. Every message that's like, hey, this or Tarkov, this or Tarkov. Which one do you like better? This or so you don't like Tarkov anymore? Are you not going to play Tarkov? Like, it's so insane. But once again, I get it with this game because like too many people, it's so weird, the psychology of gamers now. But to many people, this game represents giving up on Tarkov. Like to a lot of people's brains, like if you are to enjoy Arena Breakout Infinite, you have moved out of the tribe. You know, you are saying you no longer enjoy Tarkov. And it's so interesting. It's so funny. But yeah, so I'm here to say I don't love Tarkov any less than I did yesterday, and any love I'm losing of Tarkov has been exclusively Tarkov making me love Tarkov less, not Arena Breakout. So
it's like ice cream, man. Sometimes you just don't want
sometimes you want
like
chocolate.
Rocky Road. You're just kind of sick of it, and you want something different. Sometimes they fuck up your order, like they did at Panera today. I got some guacamole bullshit and threw it in the goddamn trash can.
Damn. I like guacamole though. I don't know about from Panera.
I don't fuck with guac. I'm a basic bitch though.
But so like that, that's been a recurring thing. But like, dude, it and here's the thing. It's free. So like it's just, I don't know. Like if you have been disenfranchised with Tarkov and you're looking for another game, like it's free. Just download it and play it. If you like it, you can keep playing it. If you hate it, you don't have to. Also, I think over time, once again, when they released, they were kind of basically like carbon copies of each other. Well, sorry. ABI was a carbon copy of Tarkov. Over time, I think ABI has like found its identity as this has been the way when people genuinely ask, they're like, hey, you know, I've been thinking about picking this up. Do you think I would enjoy it? This is how I'm describing it. Arena Breakout is like a PvP game. Like it is about PvP. There are quests, but like, you know, the max level is level 30. There, you know, there's seasonal quests every time, but they're not adding. It's like the point of this game is to get money to go fight, to get money to go fight.
Like Call of Duty, ultimately, like no one plays for the campaign. It's all about the multiplayer.
Yeah, I mean, in that sense, yeah, it's like it doesn't feel like Call of Duty. It's still a
I mean, just conceptually.
No, yeah, 100%. So I think over the 18 months since ABI has been out, that's another way the two games have basically drifted apart. Tarkov has always been like really progression focused, right? Like even if you're a PvP Andy, like on Wipe, you're avoiding PvP fights. You got to do this thing. There's this quest item and you need it super bad because, oh my God, I'm trying to do this and I need to upgrade my hideout and like this. And I'm not saying that's bad, by the way. I'm not saying that's bad. I would say Tarkov is almost like a RPG shooter where there's like soft skills and leveling and getting to higher levels means a lot because you unlock more traders. Like the flea market kind of just like serves as the where you buy everything in this game. Like the traders, it's not, they're not really that important. You know what I mean? You can buy stuff from them, but it's not. So that's the thing. If you are someone that kind of like really enjoys PvP and gets frustrated with the obstacles Tarkov often puts in place, how long it takes to queue up, how long oh yeah, by the way, all the quality of life stuff you can queue up in 8 seconds. It's amazing. The longest queue I've ever had, and I was like, oh my God, this is taking a while, it was 3 minutes. And so it's like, if you are if you like PvP, if you like that aspect of extraction shooters, and you are frustrated with the obstacles put in your way, I think you'll like Arena Breakout. If you're not somebody that enjoys the PvP aspect of Tarkov and you like running around and questing and leveling up skills, but you're super frustrated with Tarkov, I don't know that ABI is going to be your game. Like it's especially once you get up to like lockdowns, it's pretty much just like people rush and spawns. People will be trying to fight. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's once again, I can totally understand and acknowledge that like it was conceptually a carbon copy of Tarkov. I can still say that I think some of the stuff they've done is shameless. I can still say it's kind of cringe AF how like attached at the hip they are to Tarkov, but it's a fun ass game. Like I don't know. I was super duper surprised at how much fun I had the first 2 days. And so I've been playing, man. I really did not expect to enjoy it at all. And I have been.
I mean, the fat paycheck doesn't hurt. So.
Yeah, the huge paycheck. Yeah.
The giga check. No, I mean, dude, that's awesome, man. Like, you just gotta like, we all just need to fucking enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
We're all gamers, man. Like, literally, if you're not having fun, what are you doing?
Yeah, 100%. And that's what, dude. That like, oh my God, that's what I've been trying to say for so long. Is it's like, bro, like if you don't like it, if you don't like this game, like I'm not even going to try to convince you to like the game. I have no vested interest. I don't have a creator code. I don't have a download code. I don't have affiliate link to press down at the bottom. I am not here to convert users. I am trying to play games that are fun. And I really didn't expect this to be that fun. And it's kind of been fun. And all the people that are like, yeah, but I just can't get over the fact that they, did this or did that. And I'm like, aren't you the motherfucker that's been in my chat still complaining about the Unheard edition? How many people said that they were never going to be able to get over that Tarkov did the Unheard edition, and they were fucking suckling at the teat every wipe? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, man. Like everything doesn't have to be this like moral, like, I don't know, paramount decision. It doesn't have to be this like huge thing. It's like, you're the consumer, you're the gamer, bro. Just play games that you think are fun. And if we differ on what those are, that's fine. Some people unironically enjoy League of Legends, bro. Like, what? But they're having the time of their life.
You know what the problem with kids these days is, huh? You know what the problem with kids?
with the kids.
First of all, they made the money weird. I don't understand the money. Second of all, and it's not just kids; it's literally everybody. And I think that this is, I mean, am I going to say it's social media or whatever, right? But here's what happens when I and many people like me, when we hear a thing, we read a headline, Escape from Tarkov coming to Steam. I think, what's that mean? Is this good or bad? I think about it. I weigh the options. I go through the logic and the reasoning. I go, okay, I think I've come to a conclusion. Let's see what other people are saying and other people are thinking. Oh, I didn't consider that. Oh, that's a bad point. Oh, that's good. And then we effectively come to our own conclusions.
Yeah.
But to me, it feels like 9 out of 10 people on planet Earth in 2025, they read a headline, or actually, they read a headline and they go, am I supposed to be mad? What should I think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck this. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? No, wait, sorry. That's actually sick. No, that's cool.
Yeah. And it's so weird sometimes. And it's so funny because, like, this never comes from, like, the people that are in chat the most. Like, the people that, like, vibe with the channel. But sometimes you get these, like, first-time chatters, and you can feel that they, like, they're not expressing it in these terms, but you can feel that they are, like, looking, like, tell me what opinion to have.
They're testing the waters when they're like, what do you think about this thing? Isn't it kind of like fucked up? Because they're like,
yeah,
I saw someone else said that, and like, but I can't think for myself.
Yeah.
So I need someone
it's
to think for
subconscious,
me.
but some people it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, and then some people it's the opposite. It's like bait. They were told that they were supposed to be mad about this. And so they're like, hey, what do you think about it? And I'm like, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. And they're like, oh my God, you don't think it's a big of a deal? Let me tell you why it's a big deal. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I don't know.
I mean, it's blatantly obvious whenever you get into any conversations with these people, especially, and it's not just video games, it's literally everything.
Yeah.
It's politics, it's all the things. Because there's no consistency.
Yeah.
With these folks, right? Like they will say, oh, this is a thing that I hold dear to me foundationally as like an axiom that I hold true is, you know, this amendment to the Constitution or whatever. And that's what I believe because that's what I'm supposed to believe. And that's what I believe. And I'll die for that.
Yep.
And then next week something else happens and they're like, wait, everybody's mad about it. Yeah, fuck that thing. And it's like, but wait a minute, isn't that against the thing? And it's like, oh, well, no, but this is like different because like, why is it like, it's just so easy to be like a clueless hypocrite when you don't fucking think for yourself. Yeah. Yeah. And oh my God, I need to find a quote. I'm going to read a fucking quote before we go. I'm going to find it. And I have this, I actually put this quote in my fucking video.
Oh, nice.
At the end of, not the end of the video, but this is the end of the quote actually, because it's a little bit longer. Take the risk of thinking for yourself. Much more happiness, truth, beauty, and wisdom will come to you that way. There's actually more that before the quote, but
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and also, what does he say? He's like, don't find comfort in the like being in agreement with the majority. Like you like that shouldn't make you feel good.
Yeah.
It shouldn't necessarily make you feel bad.
Yeah.
But it's not like just fucking think for yourself, man.
Yep. Be a free thinker, man. Anyways,
so you don't be a free thinker.
No, I know. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, it's been funny because it's like caveat city because the game is so like salacious or whatever. But here's what I will say. Once again, though, I've been saying for like a week, I was like, yeah, we're gonna be checking out Arena Breakout next week, and I'm sure chat's gonna be totally fine. It largely was like I was actually expecting more of a like, I can't believe we played that game. But once again, I actually think that like Tarkov has done the work for ABI. Tarkov has continued to disenfranchise its player base, even its most like passionate fans. And Arena Breakout has continued to implement things that make extraction shooter more fun to play. And the only cope... Go ahead.
I was going to say, just imagine if you were going to develop a looter shooter. If you spent 20 minutes listening to 20 minutes of the podcast every week, you went into 5 streams and sat there for 30 to 40 minutes and just watched them play and listened to what they were complaining about.
Yep.
And you watched 3 YouTube videos about people giving their feedback and critiques and read some of the comments. That's like 98%
of the way, for, like, of the way there.
What to do and what not to do.
Yep.
So there's like no excuse.
Yep. And it's like, it's funny because the only cope that people have left is like it's growing funnier and funnier, because basically there's only like 2 schools of thought left in the like. Now, once again, I want to make sure I say this right. If you, like Veritas, if you think for yourself and you look at ABI and you're like, that game's not for me. Like, if you have like actual consistent reasons where you're like, I don't really like this, that, I respect you totally. I'm talking about the people that have just decided 18 months ago the game is trash and they've never literally looked at it again. The only 2 arguments left are, baby's first Tarkov. And then you're like, yeah, sure, whatever. Why is that a bad thing? And then they implode because they're just so used to just typing baby's first Tarkov. And 2, the only other argument is like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just like, no matter what, like, I just think that like Tarkov is the first and they're the best. And like, and you know what, in spite of all the stuff, the bad stuff, like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, and I'm like, that's Stockholm syndrome. Like, you can't, you're typing words, but there's no, you're like, you don't know how to say what you're trying to say. So you just like fill these long messages. And what you're trying to say is like, it's the best because I hate it. You know what I mean? It's like the messages are so funny because it'll go, even though, and then they'll just like list off horrendous things about Tarkov. It's still the best, man. Even though I hate it and I have no fun playing it and my wife left me and my children hate me and all my friends left, even though it's the fucking best. And I'm reading this message. I'm like, bro, it's that you have Stockholm syndrome. It's actually, it's insane. So, dude, it's so funny. Because once again, Tarkov's kind of done it to themselves. But I don't know. It's been fun. One of the things that I find interesting that there was like another, it's been funny to like poke these aha moments into some chatters, is like somebody was like, man, I wonder how ABI does it. Like queue times are so long. Like queue times are normally so long. Like I really wonder how ABI does it where they're so short. And I was like, my man, it's the other way around. I was like, in the past 6 years, we've had Marauders, we've had the Cycle Frontier, we've had DMZ, we've had Delta Force, we've had Arena Breakout Infinite, we've had Marathon, we've had Arc Raiders. Every single one of them has 1 minute queue. And they're all like, I was like, it's not how did they make them so short? It's like, how is Tarkov so long? Every single games with 37 active players on Steam, queue immediately. And like Tarkov can't put me in a customs raid on a Friday night. It's crazy, bro. I was like, it's not an ABI thing, my man. It's just, I don't know how Tarkovs are so long. It's so good.
You know, the funny thing is that like all of us, we look at like the waiting for players, and we're 100% of us are the people that are never the one that we're waiting on.
Yeah.
Like imagine, dude, in the same way.
So
when, like,
true.
I'm playing Path of Exile and there's a bunch of monsters, right? And they're all coming at me, and I just like walk through the town portal, and then like I spend 40 minutes talking to chat, trading some things, and pop through, and they're just like, oh, they're like, your life was non-existent. Yeah, you just unresed from existence until I came back to the portal, and then you're like, finally, I have something to do.
Yep.
There's like someone who's like loading loot 1%, 2%. They're like, come on, PC, like,
yeah.
But no one is that person. No one can raise their hand and be like, it's me who's that person.
Yep.
Everyone's always just waiting for players.
Yep. Dude, that's so true. That's so true. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm still stoked for Tarkov 1.0. I think Active Matter, I played that for a couple of days and I'm kind of done with it. It absolutely is something to keep an eye on. Like, that basically just, I need to do what I did to ABI for Active Matter. I need to just like wait a year and then pop back in. It just like needs some time in the oven. But like, Active Matter is doing some like really interesting things. I hope the devs continue with it. ABI's been fun. I'm excited for Tarkov 1.0. Mother flipping Arc Raiders comes out on the 30th. Like, I'm kind of, and then like almost every single day I end with like an hour or two of the finals because it's the best goddamn first person shooter ever made. Not extraction shooter, just first person arena shooter. So it's like, I don't know, dude, we're eating good. Yeah, we got Battlefield in a couple weeks. There's all these leaks that the Battlefield BR is going to release like really soon after the Battlefield releases. You've got the final season 8. You've got Arc Raiders. You've got Active Matter, ABI new season, Delta Force new season, Tarkov 1.0. We're kind of eating good, bro. There's a lot of stuff to play.
Dude, fucking there's something coming out later this year. Oh, you know what's a game I've never talked about? I'm not going to spend that much time talking about it, but people should look into. Mewgenics.
Dude, I saw a YouTube video, and I think you told me about it. I saw this YouTube video for it, and I was like, why does that sound so familiar? I was like, this has like Veritas written all over it.
Yeah, it's the guy who made Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac.
That's right.
And he released some gameplay. It's Edmund McMillan.
Mewgenics.
Yeah, as in like a play on eugenics.
Yeah.
But it's basically like, God, it's hard to describe. I think it's kind of like, and I'm not going to explain this properly, but like, imagine almost like a board game kind of dungeon crawler, sort of turn-based.
Yeah.
Roguelike that deals with effectively like you're breeding these like mutant kind of cat things that have the different traits and they have mutations and it's all little cats, but they're all like they all have classes and perks and like skills, and you can like basically breed more. It's got the typical like attack, defense, speed, all the different kind of like RPG elements.
Mewgenics.
Dude, it's one of those things like if you see this, you're either going to be like, I don't get it, and I'm not like going to convince you. This is the thing that like if you get it, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm just super excited for it, and I think it's going to be coming out. I think later this year, if I remember correctly. And then there's fucking Power Washing Sim 2, which I'm looking forward to. And then there's fucking Pony Island 2.
Oh, yeah.
Release date between 2025 and 2026. Okay, so we don't know yet. There's fucking Light No Fire. I think
Dude.
It is not expected to be released in 2025.
Yeah, that's got to be 26.
I mean, but they've also been cooking with No Man's Sky, and I've been like, dude, I've been just waiting for like one of these days I'm going to jump back into it. It's going to be like a different game.
100%. I don't
like, did you play the new update? I'm like, nope. I'm like, whenever there's a new update and I haven't played it, I'm like, yes, because it's going to be even crazier. And the longer I go without playing it,
yeah.
Even fucking Baldur's Gate, there's been a bunch of stuff.
Oh,
people have been talking about how that I want to go back and kind of play it. There's been a different modes and stuff, and I'm sure there's probably like a million mods.
One of our Patreon gaming sessions should be for you to play like 1 or 2 games of the finals, because it's been so long since like I want to see the glimpses of like Veritas's like aim arc again. Like, it used to be a demon with a TX-15 on labs, like. And that game is just, it's aim and movement, bro. It's so fun. And it would be funny to have people see your reaction to the just like absolute chaos that happens in that game.
gonna get fucking owned. See,
yeah,
like,
but like
it'll be totally
getting
fun.
owned is fun in that game as opposed
Yeah,
to
yeah. I'm under no illusion. See, like the thing is that like when I play a game like that, or when I play a game like Siege,
yeah.
I'm like I pick the person that looks like their gadgets and perks are the least relevant, so that I can shoot people. Like I
Oh.
don't want to fuck around with like laptops and whatever. I
No.
don't want to.
Yeah.
So
There's no like there aren't like heroes. It's just easy light, medium, or heavy. Just pick medium because I main medium. It's just like the most good movement, good
the assault,
yeah,
rather than the SMG,
exactly,
rather than the LMG,
exactly, 100%. You just pick medium, you get jump pad and defib, and just to go into the firing range and see if you like the SCAR or the AK better. They added a
But
P9.
I'm not gonna have them though straight from the get go, will I?
You'll have a couple maybe. You'll have like the AK.
I don't think I have the AK.
You have to. I think the AK is what you start with.
Oh.
The AK and the SCAR. You might start with both. But yeah.
You can't drop guns, can you?
You can't what? No, you can't drop guns.
Okay, drop me some fucking shit. Drop me some loot, bro.
Yeah, I've been doing the P90. They added a P90 in the finals on medium, and it's super fun. It shreds. It's super
on
fun.
medium. I would have thought it would have been light.
Yeah, they basically needed an SMG on medium, and so I guess technically the 5.7 is a big bullet for an SMG. But anyways, they added
It is kind of a gnarly round,
and that's been super fun. That's been super fun.
Dude, I'd be down to play. I'd be totally down to play. I mean, yeah,
It's so fun. That's so fun,
bro. I'm gonna get promoted this week.
Yes. To what? Your
to Master
2,
which is there's only Master 2, Master 1, and then like Champion.
Damn.
So I'm pretty much, bro. You should have seen me cooking on Monday. Holy shit, bro. I won like it'd be like 5 in a row and then I'd lose. 6 in a row, then I'd lose. I won 15 out of 20.
Ooh.
And my wins were just dominant. I had some nutty guesses.
And that's 15 out of the 20 games that count towards your nice.
Yep. So yeah, and historically, when I look back at like the leaderboards, it's usually you have to be in the top 5 in your like division, and the division has, I don't know, at least 30. I think it has a lot more. I just don't think it shows more.
Yeah.
So you need to be in the top 5 to get promoted. If you're in the bottom 5, you get demoted to gold 2. But yeah, dude, I was cooking. So basically, like the lowest I've seen someone get promoted with is 13 wins.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm at 15. The person under me has 12. The person under them has 11. The person under them has 9. So I don't think.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of people in the list underneath that already have 20 games played. So like all I have to worry about are the people where the games played. Like there's one games played 10, wins 9.
Yeah.
So like he might pass me. The question is, I'm second. Are there 4 people that get better than 15?
Yeah.
And not even just better than 15 because it's the first 20 games, but then you can get 10 points on your first win every day. So I'm like stressing out to play a fucking thing I just did it literally right before the podcast to play my one game.
So that you can get your win. Yeah.
10 points because that 10 points might
for sure
be relevant. So
Master Chief Veritas.
The scary thing is that after that, once you get to the Master division, it's all elo based. So it's like
all your games count?
All your games count. So that'll be a lot more, I think, like skill based.
Yeah, that'll be nice because you had kind of mentioned that where you were like maybe you only won 9 out of your 20 games, but then later in the week you went on a run. You know what I mean? And won 18 out of 20, but it's like those don't count. So
yeah, and a lot of it also comes down to like who you get matched with. Like I got matched with, I played like the same 2 or 3 people for like 2 or 3 games within those 20. Like if I beat someone and then I queue up, they probably queue up right at the same time. There's like a not a super small chance we won't get matched up. So sometimes like there are people who are, on a bad run, and you can see when you up head to head, it shows you your last 5 games, and it'll be like green check mark, and then on theirs X. They've been on a 5 loss streak. I've been on a 5 win streak. They're all usually
their mental is shot.
And it also shows you the percentage that you guess first or not.
Oh, interesting.
So like, a lot of times you'll see like if I see 37%, I'm like, okay, this is the kind of person that like they're kind of slow.
Yeah.
I'm usually around 50. But yeah, like so when I see if they're 37%, I'll like turn my head, and if I see a poll that like looks like Spain, I'll be like, it's either Spain or France. Does it look kind of red dirtish, or does it look more green and grassy? It's like Spain, boom, I'll click. Like boom, boom, click. And then they're like,
then they're panicking.
They're panicking, they don't see the thing, then that's when they'll guess Australia or whatever, and it's like because they couldn't.
The mental, bro, the mind games.
Yeah, so I've just been switching back and forth between GeoGuessr and Path of Exile.
Yeah, I saw you were playing PoE when I hopped in.
Yeah, PoE's been fun. There's been a ton of changes, not a lot that I've seen so far. I think a lot of the stuff was like endgame. My issue right now, I've been mauling, and every 5 minutes I've been saying how dog shit the game is, but I've also been caveating 8 out of 10 times. I'm like, guys, just recognize that's like the default 13-year-old gamer.
Yeah.
Like vestiges of that when like you die, you're like, fuck, this game sucks.
Yep.
And I'm instantly like, I fucked up there in my head. I'm like, so just when I say this game sucks, what I mean is like I suck. So but I have had major performance problems, brother.
Interesting.
Oh my god, and I never had problems with PoE2 before, and I think a lot of people are having problems. And I have a brand new PC with like 64 gigs of RAM, and I'll be like, the moment I come up to a boss and I'll like, do all my combos, get my meter up, and boom, I go to stun him, and it's like,
dang.
And then all of a sudden the screen goes black, and there's a fucking loading thing, and I have to go exit to menu, hit play. Now, luckily, unlike a lot of other games, like I think like D4, Diablo, is the kind of thing where it's like you restart, it's like it starts you fresh at the entrance, or like kind of thing. This is like it starts up and you're in the middle of the fight exactly where you were standing.
Really?
It's really nice. That it doesn't save 100% of the state.
Yeah.
So like if they had just been stunned, I had like a full meter and I had like 3 auras up, and like I just activated an ability the last 30 seconds. All of that's gone.
Yeah.
So
like
you do
their HP, your HP, that kind of stuff will persist.
If they're like if they're one shot, so it's just been really frustrating because it's like whenever I drop my combo things, or whenever there's like a lot of guys on screen and I'm like panicking, the game just like stutters, and it feels kind of rough. So that's been really tough. But dude, speaking of like quality of life stuff, I was explaining earlier that like all the things that like when I play Diablo, I'm like, this game is great, it's fun, I like it, but it would just be like for someone who really wants to get into it and wants to like immerse themselves in this game and like get super deep into like min-maxing all this stuff, there's like 17 features I wish they had. Like I wish that there was like an integrated, and Diablo might have these things now. I'm just like listing off random things. But like I wish that like I didn't have to go to a website or a Discord to trade. I wish, to see the values of things, I didn't have to go to some website.
Yeah.
I wish that I didn't have to like I wish I could use a loot filter. Loot filter is huge because when you get to the end game and you kill a pack of 600 mobs, what you don't want is 5,000 rectangles with text, and you have to go, did anything?
Yeah.
They have like built-in integration for that. So like PoE has literally like the first 17 features it built were like those 17 that I wish Diablo had.
Yep.
They're like a fucking gamers ARPG.
Yeah.
Like so literally so today to install the loot filter, I went to like a website where someone had designed like a third party loot filter.
Okay.
And I clicked a button that was like download and sync, and then like I was alt tabbed out of the game. I tabbed back into the game and like hit a little refresh button in the menu, and all of a sudden there was a drop down with that thing, and I clicked it. And then now when like items drop and they're like super valuable, it's like there's sound effects. They're like big and green, glowing.
So you don't miss it.
Light, so you don't miss it. Like earlier today, bro. I did not understand why I got like I'm sure you've probably seen some like incredible items in these games where they just have 17 fucking line items, and like knowing the combinations and all these things. Bro, I'm playing, I kill something and I hear and I see giant green thing, which is either like a quest item or something. I'm like, this is important. I pick it up and it just says heavy belt. And I'm
heavy belt.
I'm like, chat, what? Why was this thing?
Why must I has heavy belt?
And the reason why that is like actually very valuable is because it's like a base item that like there's a million crafting mechanics. A lot of it's RNG. There's a lot of things that are like deterministic, and it's really clever how they did it. The crafting now, like building the gear.
Yeah.
You have a million options, and it involves like getting resources that are also drops, but it's like if you want like a specific stat, and like every other game before this, you'd have to like click a button and it was like it's gonna grab a random stat, and either you get what you want or you don't, and you're like stuck with it.
Yeah.
Now they have the ability to like, you have a thing that basically says the next like affix you add to an item is guaranteed to be X type or a duplicate of another thing or whatever. It has like there's like 50 of them that have different things that say it's guaranteed to remove a prefix versus a suffix. So like items, they have 3 prefixes and 3 suffixes. So you can have, so like let's say it could be like plus strength or dexterity or intelligence, you know, like that kind of thing is like, and I'm making up the specifics here, but like that's always a prefix. And so like, you know, let's just say there's 20 prefixes and 20 suffixes. There's also like rules around combinations of things that can be on items that can't be on items. So like if you understand how it all works, if you have an item that has like 2 prefixes and like 3 suffixes, and you're going to use the thing that says add a random modifier, you know it's going to be a prefix.
Gotcha.
And the prefix pool has these items. These possible things, and if you use this other thing that limits it, you're guaranteed to get this thing. So there's like a million little things that like you really have a lot of, it's deterministic if you understand the rules.
If you understand how everything interacts with each other, you can use that knowledge to kind of like guarantee to get what you want.
And there still is the element of like at the end, you know, you get like a perfect item and you can then like corrupt it, which basically says after you do this, there's no going back. You cannot change this item. And sometimes that'll like brick the item or make it incredible. It'll give it like 3 sockets when it can only have 2 before, or it'll like change a bunch of stats or something. So like there's still some fun kind of RNG if you really want to gamba. But they really improved that a ton. But so with this heavy belt, one of the crafting mechanics, I don't understand the specifics, but like basically there's a chance when you like use an item with that belt that like I think like maybe the unique version of that belt, because like every item has like a unique version of it. You know, the leather belt, the wood club, you know, like there's a unique version of all the base items. And the unique version of that is like the best item in the game. Like, you know, or one of, it's just the most OP belt. It's like a crazy good item. I think what it does is What's really interesting is that the enemies in PoE are and the maps, like the places that you go in like endgame, are like items. They have prefixes and suffixes.
Really? Okay, which
and it's like RNG. So if there's always like a boss at the end of a thing, maybe it's a rare mob.
Yeah.
It'll always be like the same giant ant spider thing, but it might be explodes every 3 seconds, electrifies, can't be stunned.
Yeah,
The more that they have on them, the more difficult they are, but the more better loot they have. So it's really interesting. The map is like you get 200% more XP, but your resistances are minus 500%, and so there's all this weird, really cool, interesting stuff that makes it really dynamic.
Yeah,
like rather than a Diablo, we would do bail runs, and we do 10,000 of them, and they were identical effectively every time.
Yeah.
You're just playing to kill to see what drops, and then you start over. This is like, so many different situations,
For sure.
and there's so much, so dynamic. But so I guess what the belt is that, and apparently it's one of the most iconic items, that when you kill a rare mob, you get, I think maybe one of, if not all of, Headhunter PoE. Let me see. You get a mod. So you like steal one of their mods for 60 seconds. So then like you might explode every 5 seconds with like fire.
Yeah, okay.
And if you're playing in maps where there's like a lot of, rares, then basically like you kind of have like sick, crazy OP buffs every 60 seconds, which makes it like super fun, and they stack. Yeah, so in 60 seconds is a long time.
Yeah. You can kill a lot of enemies, and
yeah. You gain. Yeah, okay. Oh, and see, so that's what I meant. So heavy belt, the headhunter, max life, strength, dex. When you kill a rare mob, yeah. So, and that's something that you can't get on any other item. But the funny thing is that people will pay. Just like all of these games, they always end up with like, there's like one currency that ends up being like the dollar.
Yep.
So how many dollars is it? So like in Diablo 2, it was, at one point it was SOJs, Stones of Jordan. They were just rings.
Okay.
And like one of the best rings in the game. It was like, how many SOJs is it? For just kind of cheaper stuff, there was this one rune, because there was like 50 runes, and it was like the pull rune. It's like, how many pull runes? Like, and in this game, there's like a million currencies.
Yeah.
And they're like these little golden skulls or in kind of things. And those are the things that like adds one random modifier to a rare item. That's an exalted orb.
Yeah.
I think. They're like not really that uncommon, but that's like the dollar.
Okay.
Now I've been playing, for, I don't know, like 20 or 30 hours or whatever, and with this one character, and I'm approaching late game, for the first time, and I think I have like 4 exalts, and I've used maybe 20 or 30, and it's always usually like I use it and it like doesn't roll very well, so my items kind of miss. I'm like, I don't want to use another one. Like I've been kind of like not really trying to spend them. Well, I got this heavy belt, normal item heavy belt, and I got 20 exalts. No, 30 exalts.
Sheesh.
And it was like, that's like, I can do some, a decent amount of little crafting with some items now with that. And the crazy thing is that people pay 30 exalts to get a belt, to then use another orb on the belt to have like a 1 in 10 million chance of it turning into that belt. It's like a 0.0001% chance.
Real? It's not even a guarantee that if you get the heavy belt, you can.
That's the crazy things. They're paying money. It's like paying $500 for a lottery ticket.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy, bro.
But like this whole game is about like chasing
the numbers.
Dream,
chasing the 0.1%.
You just want the best possible thing, right? Like you want the item that has all of the right stats, the maximum number in the stat ranges for all the stats, with the max rolls, max quantity, like
that's insane, bro. Holy.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they fix fucking the performance. That's really the thing that's driving me the most nuts, other than dying all the time. But that's just my fault.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah,
that's sick. Oh man, that's dope. That's dope. Hell yeah. Well, dude, I'm glad you're freaking vibing with it. Having something to bounce back and forth between GeoGuessr in now that you're going to be up in master territory, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, although this time next week, I'm going to be like, so I get demoted.
Yeah. When does the promotion happen? Mondays?
Monday.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, well, it's like 8 p.m. like Eastern, which I think is like, midnight GMT.
Yeah.
So it'll be like Sunday night. So, it's halftime in the Fever Dream game. It's a 2 out of 3 for the playoffs. If they lose, they're out. And they're tied 1-1, and it's halftime, and they're losing 49-56. So I gotta go. My wife's watching it. I got the jersey.
You gotta go
on.
show up for the second half.
Gotta go. I'm the good luck charm, I guess.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you, fam. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for enjoying the show. That was the stuff once again. And as always, if you want even more podcast content, you can go to patreon.com/thepogcastpod. Early ad-free access to these episodes, extra episodes we do every week, and every now and again, we've been doing a little bit of Let's Plays, a couple of Tarkov raids, maybe some GeoGuessr or some finals in the future. But thank you guys for hanging. Thanks for being here, and we will definitely see y'all on the next one.
Be safe.